So I might just want to get you. Whoop. And go throw you in here. Now, does it reach all of them? Yes. That's good news. Great. And the ring looks empty. Well, just about. Okay. Need to fill this guy back up. Apparently I picked up another carrot. Alright. So what I want to do is run another test. Huh. Okay. What do I have that's different on my creative setup? This is supposed to be the other way around, isn't it? Oh, wait. Ah, it's not I have it inverted. I have a torch there instead of a repeater. And in my creative, this is a repeater. And yeah. Why aren't you picking this stuff up? Are you too far away? You might be. I need this to move down one, most likely. Which means I need to move you and you. Okay. And you're needing to be bound to a pool. Do you have... Which pool are you bound to? Apparently you're attached to one of them. Okay, that's fine. Why aren't you picking that up? Oh, you know what? It's because they're locked. Probably didn't need to move it down then. Because if I put, whoops, dirt in that one, yep, all of a sudden it picks up all the dirt. Okay. Okay. It's fine. Didn't need to change a thing. It's just fine. All right. I do need to fill that up. Let's do that. Now, let's configure it for wool, and we're going to need to get Corporea network down here. We currently do not have it this far down. Okay, so this needs to be 2.5 stacks. So we've got 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 48, 64. And then you have to count because they look pretty much the same, don't they? Yeah. So let's grab our taters and our sparks and figure out how close we need to get. Oh, not very far because there's a guy right here. And we need to put one on the drawer controller. And how to get down there from the drawer controller. If we put a guy here, does he reach? Clearly I can't see the tater. Connects down there. Does that mean it's all connected? Hang on. Ooh. Yay. Okay. We have pinged the network. Why do I have corporeal crystal cubes in my network? Must have picked them up from here when I picked these up. Alright, so we are now attached to the white wool. So we need to set up that. I think on one of these I have. Not quite sure that's necessary. Or that, but we've got this now, and it goes out to where we are attaching to this end bit. Is that where it is? Yep. Okay. And there. Oops. All right. So this essentially creates a loop. And we also have the security feature coming off of here. We need a sticky piston, and this is so that it doesn't request more wool while it's busy. We've got that. Over here. Okay. Do I have this just regular redstone going into that? so. Hello, homeless one. It's going. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're within range of that. All right. Let's get some light over here. That torch is in a bad spot because now I need to do the other setup. I am working on the wool coloring factory for the Spectral Lotus. And this setup we'll do in a moment. This again is the wool detecting to see it'll turn off the farm if we don't have enough white wool in our inventory, and it will clear the board. Right now I just want to make sure that it's going to function. Actually it might be nice to have the paint slinger lens so that it actually does something instead of just harvesting a bunch of white wool. Let's make a paint slinger lens. All right, paint slinger lens needs wool and elementium. So we need 4, 8 mana steel. And then we need 1 glass and 2 wool. 2 white wool. There we go. I have built everything from scratch. Thank you. All right. It says accepts any wool, so maybe we just, because it's white and it was cycling through. Oh, where did the wool go? Feels like something you would see from a team of professional Minecraft builders. I am a professional Minecraft builder. What are you saying? I've been a Minecraft builder for 10 years, something like that. Oh, wait, we need a mana pearl. Turn right around. For those of you who don't know, a mana pearl on a paint slinger lens will make it rainbow effect, which is what we want for this. Rainbow tinted. All right. Well, I'll give you a quick tour in a moment if you'd like, homeless one. It's been a while since I've given a tour. I'd like to see if this works first. All right, so slap a button on it and see if it goes, right? Step 1. Okay, there's the wool all being requested. And pretty soon, it gives about 10 seconds before the random carpets place it, because the wool gets a redstone signal through the open crate, and it takes a moment before it'll start placing it. So give it a moment. And the way I have this set up is that this won't trigger the spreaders as long as there's wool sitting on top of the pressure plate. Now I'm pretty sure a stack, 2.5 stacks was right, but it looks like I was wrong. Let's see how far off I was. By 16. Okay, so we need to tweak. take you off because it's gonna hard to be able to guess. Oh, I suppose I should. The paint slinger lens didn't work. Did it miss it? Is that what it's doing? I'm a little baffled. It sure looks like it's just flying right through it without hitting it. I'm a little confused. Why are you not? Let's review my pictures. I bet a messenger. Okay, I'm looking at what my pictures are, and I actually don't have messenger lenses on these. I have nothing on this one, and I have resistance lenses so that they go even slower on these, not faster. Alright, let's make the right lenses. It kind of helps to look at your screenshots from your creative world, trust me. But, so did anyone want a little fly-through tour? No one has said yes or no to any of that. That is influence. No. 2 glass, 8 mana steel. You would like one? Fantastic. Resistance. Earth. We need 2 of you, so we'll request those from the network. And there we go. Resistance lens made. A tour would be nice in case you've done some work I haven't seen yet. Well, okay. That's fine. We can start here. This is our main island. Our spawn point was this piece of bedrock over here is where we had our initial island. And I will try to go slow, but we have a lot to look at and a lot of things in progress. We have a couple little things left from the very beginning, like our runic altar that we were doing bulk crafting of that. And we also have our bulk crafting of flowers. I still haven't torn them down. But the first flower we automated was the hydrangea. That's this one over here. So I've got hydrangeas going. I can put another 4 layers if I wanted to. I've got 2, but everywhere there's a pink wool plus where the crate is could be more layers. I could stack this. There's no reason to at this point right now, but I could make this bigger. Alright, and then the next thing we did was the Endo Flames. Down here, I have 3 pads currently running. I can set up a 4th one to run if I want to. But they're all going. So that is what we've got for like the main island. Oop, a little bit of lag right there. We've got our main building area. This is our storage, which is really not the storage. We have a decentralized storage in this base, which means the items that we need are sitting in chests or drawers where they're being created. And we just use the Corporea network to request them in the areas that we need them. Right? So that's what this is. I've got a little furnace array. I think this is an Ilmango design. Yeah, so that's what's up here. If we come up here, this is kind of like our command center where I check off the farms that I need to craft to make things. Everything that's lit up are things that we have fully automated and on the Corporea network. So I can request any of these items. And I'm slowly working on the Botania specific items. The next thing we need to do once we get the wool being colored and crafted and start building a supply of those is to automate the Alphine portal. So we're going to be automating everything in the Alphine portal except for Dragonstone. And the reason we're not going to automate Dragonstone is because it is not used in any automated processes that we're going to need. It's not. It's needed in some manual crafting that we occasionally need, but it's not something we need for any flowers or any farms or anything. But everything else coming from the Alphine portal will automate. Right? Ooh, we should check that off. We have Sunny Quartz running. We did that last week, I think. That's... need a torch there. That should be the Sunny Quartz, right? Yep, there we go. Do I have lag issues? Yes. My current FPS around here runs about 20 to 30, not 30 very often. It used to be in the 100 range when I first started the world, but it has gone down pretty steadily as I add systems. That's just the way modded Minecraft goes. So let's see, I think that's the bulk of this area. I've got an automated Terobozu, so it never rains. This is my automated sunflower farm. So we always have sunflowers, always hold steady at 128. All right. I think that's really all the automation type stuff we have here. You can see around the corners of the base we have the runes. Each one has its own platform where we do the automated runic altar crafting. So there's your runic altar, the mana, and then all the automation stuff is back here. So there's where it's requesting the items from the network. And this is the wireless redstone that makes everything function, from knowing when it's busy crafting to asking it to trigger the dispenser under the altar, to finish the crafting and to collect it and to hold a certain amount. And then underneath of it is our resource check to make sure we have everything we need before we craft it. So that's what this here is for. It was tracks a block so that it prevents the crafting if we're out of supplies for it. And every single rune is set up exactly the same way. We're not done. This row is done, but there's several over there and here. There's one here. I think this one's got 3 that we still need to set up yet. We've been creating them as we go. Okay. Over here is our farms. This is the non-animal farming setup. So this is our crops, and I've got one more bit to do here, and I might be able to do another layer, but I'm not sure. So this does wheat, potatoes, carrots, and beetroot. We've got our farm set up in here, and it's on a timer, and we have a bunch of agar carnations in here to help speed up the growth. I placed these before I started placing diluted ones, and I've never swapped them out. So the other layers have diluted ones. And the timer is up here to trigger it all. What's the orange double helix in the distance? It's decorative. There will be 4. There's a blue one over there, and there will be a purple one there, and a green one here. They're just a decorative element. There are beacons in them. That's got a gold beacon. The one over there is mana steel. And then the one that will be in that corner will be elementium. And this one here will be a mixture of terra steel and emerald. And I haven't figured out how I want them to end up here. That's about as high as I want them to go, so I haven't decided if the helix will slowly like unravel and go straight a little bit. Haven't figured it out. Anyway, we have 2 tree farms. This tree farm is a 2x2 spruce farm. Uses force relays with to harvest the wood. This is for 2 purposes: charcoal and saplings. We don't even use the wood from this one. It's just charcoal and saplings. We process the charcoal down here in another array, and we craft it into blocks so that we get blocks of charcoal. So that's what this one's doing. Oop. And then this is our other tree farm. This one's more recent. This one is Birch Trees, and we use this one for wood. We also use it for the munch dew. So the munch dew eats all of the leaves within its range. If you don't know, they have a cooldown cycle, so they only eat every 5 minutes. So it looks like these are probably in their cooldown cycle right now. And if we don't have enough saplings, because munch dews don't allow saplings to drop, that's what those are for. Those can be converted with 1 cycle through an alchemy catalyst to go from spruce to birch. So we're using those to make sure we have enough birch saplings to run this and still eat leaves. It does appear I may need to do 4 munch dews. I'm not sure how far. I can't remember what the range is for the munch dews. Oh, there we go. It's now eating. Maybe it won't eat. All right. Over here we have thermal lilies. And yes, I know there's a bunch of buckets there. I crafted a whole bunch of buckets and just chucked them in there. So there are perpetually lava buckets hanging out there. I don't care at this point. But this is all automated. The pack allows for infinite lava at the lake level. They generate mana, homeless one. Munch dews are a mana generating flower. So there we go. There's some thermal lilies creating mana right now. And like I said, the mana is automated. The lava buckets are automated. Everything goes to the nether. It picks up lava in the nether and then sends it back through the portal to here. That is then picked up and placed in the dispensers that go off every 6 minutes. The thermal lily has a cooldown of 5 minutes after its buffer is empty. And it takes approximately a minute, a little less, for the specific spreader that's under here to drain it, which is why these go off every 6 minutes. So there we go. We've got a bunch of thermal lilies. Over here, we have the start of our Gormorillus. currently eating a bunch of different things. We've got some eating steak and pumpkin pie. We have some eating steak and rabbit stew. This is what we're going to end up with for all of them eventually. But we just set up rabbit stew, so I'm waiting until I have a supply built up before I feed all of them rabbit stew and steak. Some of these are eating bread and pumpkin pie. Just at this point, that's what we've got. And I'm going to be doing 6 more on this side. So that's our Gormarillus. Now remember, this is 112, so you only need to feed it 2 kinds of food. In later versions, the Gormarillus needs far more variety to maximize its mana generation. Thankfully, I'm in 112. Alright, so we also have over here our tiny potato to galactic potato crafting, because one of the steps in this mod pack is to get to creative level mana pool and mana tablet, and to do that you need to make a galactic potato. And a galactic potato is 4,782,969 tiny potatoes. Oh wait, that was colossal, wasn't it? Let's go back. There you go. 43,046,721. And so you have to craft, you turn potatoes into tiny potatoes, and then you craft them into, so you've got the tiny potatoes that become little potatoes, become small potatoes, that become medium potatoes, that become jumbo potatoes, and we're currently at immense potatoes, and we don't have any in there right now, but at the end here we'll have what we need. And it's just whenever we have more than 2,048 here, it'll pull whatever's above that and use those to make more tiny potatoes. We have a vanilla mushroom farm and a vanilla cactus farm. Nothing fancy about these. The observers detect when mushrooms grow in front of the podzol. It shifts the one tick, moves the dirt, and drops the mushroom, and it ends up in here. Same with sugarcane. This is an observer sugarcane farm. And we've got, just like over there, we have this one set up with netherwort. And we've got melons and pumpkins here. Apparently this is full of 512 melon slices, so that's cool. All right. On this platform, we have the Botania crafting. Inside our giant tree pot for our bonsai tree is the flower farm. This is where our jaded amaranthus are. We've got 3 of them, maybe 4, and they're on top of the enchanted soil that you get from overgrowth seeds, so they go really, really fast. So that's what we have, and then we have it harvesting like once a minute or something like that. And then this is our petal crafting, so we're taking the flowers and turning them into petals. Alright, here's our living rock, and our living wood is exactly the same, except for it doesn't need to make stone. This hasn't run in a really long time because we had so much. But eventually it might run again. Our living wood is on this side. And this is just requesting birch wood. Birch, right? Yeah, it's requesting birch and it's making living wood. And then along the outside here, this is our flower crafting. So this automatically crafts the flowers as they're needed. Because in this pack, if you're not aware, generating flowers die after 1 hour. In regular Botania, it is just the hydrangeas that die after an hour, but in this pack, they all die. So you have to be able to automate all of them. Not all at the same time, that's just something I've chosen to do. A lot of people I've seen who play this pack automate one until it has met the quota for the pack, and then they turn it off. My goal is to try to have them all running at the same time. Currently, we're doing pretty good. So that's what I've got. And these are very similar to the Runic Ultra Crafting. We have things being requested from the network, and we have a count to keep on hand. And then above it is the resource check to make sure we have everything we need before it crafts. This one is on again. Why are you on? Are you seriously out of runes of mana? What's going on? We're not out of this stuff. Why are we almost out of runes of mana? Nothing's out. Mildly baffled. I could speed you up. It only goes off every minute. Thank you. Oh, go away. Okay. Okay, it just cycled over and it didn't do anything. Oh, yes it did. There it goes. Alright, so it's just really behind at the moment. Well, we'll have to keep an eye on that. Anyway, that's it for that platform. This is our Enderman and Blaze spawner. And these are quote-unquote vanilla spawners. There's a Blaze spawner from the Nether, and Enderman spawner from this pack adds Enderman spawners. And we have them running via the life imbuers. So Botania forces them to continue spawning even though a player isn't here. And then we're killing them via a living wood avatar back there with a rod of... I mean, you can see what it's doing. What's the name of the rod? Oh, it is up here. Rod of Unstable Reservoir. So that's how we're getting blaze rods and ender pearls. We're getting a little bit of ender pearls from this guy. This is our mob farm. This is an El Mango design. And then we also have... Ooh, I didn't click you. Why did you... Weird. Okay. So this is gathering all of our mob drops. There are Rosa Arcanas to collect the XP, which is added in this pack that all mobs drop XP. Are we really getting charcoal, or is that full? It's full. Oh. Good to know. And what you can see under here are influence lenses, which are pushing the XP toward the Rosa Arcanas. This is what's causing the Endermen to teleport over here, because they're getting hit over there, and so it forces them to teleport. And there's a Dreadthorn under here, or is it Bell? Bellthorn, which will kill the mobs that survive the drop. Over here is our Lunium. The Lunium spawns mobs that are extra tough, that when they die, they drop dungeon loot. So they're being teleported over here via Luminizers. They're coming over here, and the Bellthorn's killing them, and that's why we're getting dungeon loot over here. The only reason he's currently running is because he needs to consume all of... Oh, we need to empty that. It's a way to burn through mana, because I'm producing so much of it that I am burning through it. Davidicus, hello! Nice to see you. So yeah, that's the Lunium. This we set up last week. This is our sheep farm. It's got multiple layers of grass to try to make sure that the grass grows really fast under the sheep. And then the drum of the gathering harvests the sheep. And then this is what we were working on just a while ago, is this setup, which currently is still not quite working. Found the problem. Oh my goodness. Anyone else see the problem? Yep, there's the problem. And while we're here, let's put the resistance on these. Okay. There's the problem. Let's move all of you back over here. Alright, so this should start placing the wool. That's not quite right. Okay, this part is right. Why isn't it placing the wool, man? Where's it going? Did I put... does this have a lot of wool in it? No. Okay, I see all this wool. And that's correct. Yes, that's correct. This should not fall until there's no more wool on the pressure plate, which in my opinion would be when the Ranuncarpus places it all. But it didn't place it. So that's what we're working on. I might need to load up my creative world and see why it's acting like this. I mean, the only difference between this one and that one is that this pressure plate... Oh, look, it is being picked up. You can see it going poof. That hopper hawk. I moved it down and I need to probably move it back up. Yeah, there's no way there's 2 stacks of wool in there. This guy's too... Oh, actually, he might not... He is not supposed to be bound to a mana pool. There's my problem. Shrink his range. Do I have a mana pool? Alright, so now he should have a smaller range. Alright. I'll get back to it. Okay, so our next step, next process should be correct, hopefully. Let's see. So it should start placing wool here shortly, and since the Hopper Hawk has a smaller range now, he shouldn't be picking up the stuff down there sitting on the pressure plate. No, but it's still getting picked up. We'll have to move him back up. Oh, he's got mana in him still. Maybe we fix that first. Try this again. Dad, yes, please, fill up. Well, it... What did you do? I'm not sure I know what it did. Oh, there's no one. Because we haven't... this is all sorts of buggy at the moment. Okay. It'll only color wool that is connected to the first one, and since it didn't have a whole lot. Alright, that's our problem. We're gonna hopefully see it fix itself. Hopefully. You should fill all the way up. There it goes. And one more color. What color? Okay, so there's more than one more color, but you get my point. I need 6. I need more drawers. I need more drawers. Let's do that real quick. Crafting table. All right. Got one there. That's 12. 14, 15, 16. Yep. Okay, that should be all the colors. And let's re-lock the ones we made. All right. Did you not go? Oh, I know why, because there's red colors down there, so it didn't pick up all the white ones. There it goes. Yes, that causes lag, as you can see. There we go. Now we're collecting colors. For a little while at least. This will be out of mana since we don't have it hooked up yet. Okay, so back to our tour. So we have cows. There's a bit of hiccup. We have cows. Uh-oh. It's time to feed the cats. Anyway, we have cows and rabbits being automatically fed by a polydesiac, and we also have a setup for milk buckets here. And there we turn the food on and off for the polydesiac based on how much we have in stock. As you can see, we're still working on building up a rabbit supply. Yeah, I will need something along the top. No concern there. And then we have a passive mob spawner over here as well. All right, I'm gonna go feed the cats really quick and I will be right back. So don't go anywhere.